Hi, and welcome to this Astrology Weekly on quantumhealers.com. My name is Patricia Grootjans. I'm a quantum healer and astrologer, and we're going to look at week number 18, and this runs from April 28 until May 4. And this is going to be an interesting week because there's another planet moving retrograde again. So let's see what this means for us. So here we have the chart of this week, and what we see is that on May 4, Pluto stations retrograde, and it does so on the third degree Aquarius. So if you have something specific in your chart on the third degree of Aquarius, this Pluto retrograde may have an effect on you. But in general, Pluto is a generational planet. And in the sign of Aquarius, it will have its influence on generational things. So, collective consciousness, what is happening in the world. But it becomes personal when it touches something in your birth chart, such as the rising sign, the sun, the moon, or any other important planet in your chart. Now, Pluto stepped into the sign of Aquarius in November 2024. And it was the beginning of a whole new era, the beginning of a revolution, the beginning of the awakening. It was a time that marked the theme of power to the people. And this will be going on for the years to come. But now that Pluto turns retrograde, it's as if something from the past is coming back into our lives, so also into the collective lives. And this could be related to politics because Aquarius is also the sign of the collective consciousness, the groups, the society, and also about technology, of course. Now, Pluto will be retrograde until October 2025. So this means that the coming months until October, we will find out that there are certain things repeating itself from the past. So some things from the past will come to the surface. And this may have got to do with digging up new information in cold cases, for example. It can also have got to do with archaeology. Maybe things will be uncovered that are underneath the surface of the earth. Things that are hidden may come into the light. That is a general theme about Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. And because Aquarius is a sign so much related to technology, it could be that the things that may come to the surface, so mysteries or secrets or hidden information, it may have got to do with AI and how this will be developing in the years to come. So, something from the past, something from how AI was created, may come to the surface, which will give information about what the effect will be in the years to come. And I think that some of the effects that will come to the surface are related to privacy, but also around DNA and technology. And so it could be that we will discover certain things, or scientists will discover certain things around DNA in relation to technology. So, how can technology be used to analyze DNA? And how can this help to solve cold cases or old mysteries or hidden truths? Or how can AI and technology be used to find things that are hidden underneath the earth? For example, things that are underneath the pyramids, for example. And we know that technology has helped to discover the new revelations underneath the pyramids and in Egypt. So, what else can we expect? I think there will be a lot of breakthroughs. And I think these breakthroughs can help to solve old crime cases, also political crime cases, because I feel that Aquarius is about politics and how we are aligning our values in society. So very much related to politics. But Pluto is also the planet that gives information about our shadow part. So, on a personal level, it could be that things from your personal past may come to the surface. And the meaning of it is to solve old emotions, old ideas, and to see what it means in the bigger picture, in the bigger whole, the bigger community, because we are never an island. We are always part of a community, even if we choose to live isolated. We still are part of a collective consciousness. So that is for Pluto on the personal level, and working with the shadow is a perfect time when Pluto is retrograde. But this will also happen on the collective scale. It is as if we are being confronted with the collective shadow. So some things may come to the surface that people don't really want to look at. So how do we deal with the shadow parts in society? And I think this is very much related to human rights. It could be that the time when Pluto is retrograde until October, it could be that it feels as if the human rights are taking a step back in time, as if we are losing part of the human rights. And I think that while Pluto is retrograde and this is happening, it could be that eventually, when Pluto moves direct again in October 2025, it will eventually lead to a progress in human rights. So it's as if we are taking one step back so that we can finally take two steps forward. And but it does mean that we need to look at the cultural shadows in society. So, how is power being divided? How do the leaders in society deal with power struggles? How do they deal with their personal power? I think these themes are very interesting to see what will happen over the next 6 months. And I think especially for the USA, because um, Pluto will station direct again on 14 October, sorry, of this year. And it will be on the first degree of Aquarius. So if we want to understand what this means, how the situation will take us further by the time that it's October, we need to look at the position of Pluto when it was on the first degree Aquarius. And that was on January 10. So anything that was happening around that time, January 10 of 2025, could be relevant for how things will develop in the political landscape in October. And I feel that this is very much to do with um, well, Trump becoming a president, because that happened on the 20th, of course. And so I feel that it is related to, um, well, the politics of the USA. Let's say it that way. Okay, now Pluto turning retrograde may also have an effect on the Earth. And when we look at the North Node in Pisces, it is in a sextile with Uranus in Taurus. And this sextile of the North Node in Pisces and Uranus in Taurus has got to do with our consciousness related to the earth and environmental things. So, how do we deal with the waters? How do we deal with nature, mountains, and pollution? And I think there will be some kind of developments that can help to clear the oceans and to clear water systems. And I think it will also have got to do with new inventions that will help to clear the oceans. So a lot that will be coming for the next couple of months, but it will all be initiated this week. And often when there's something initiated, we feel that energy very powerful, and then it will slowly fade out again. So interesting to see what we see happening this week. It will all lead to certain breakthroughs, but it can feel as if we are taking a step back in time. But don't forget that this is all about reclaiming our personal power, because Pluto in Aquarius is about the power back to the people, meaning that how can we all as individuals take responsibility for our own lives, for taking our own power back again. And this doesn't have to be that we are going against any laws or institutions. No way. It's about becoming aware of who we are, where we want to be, and how we can take responsibility for that. Okay, this is it for this week. Quite an intense week when this Pluto is turning retrograde. Do let me know if you have any thoughts about Pluto retrograde, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And I hope to see you next week.